Veteran left-winger Jeremy Corbyn has won himself a place in the Labour leader contest after securing enough nominations to get on the ballot. The MP managed to pick up the necessary backing just 2 minutes before the noon deadline, helped by MPs who wanted to widen the range of candidates. Candidates vying for a place required support from 35 MPs, 15% of the total. Andy Burnham, Yvette Cooper, and Liz Kendall already had enough backers to go through to the leadership vote. Follow rolling coverage with Politics Live. John McDonnell, Mr. Corbyn's campaign manager, said in a tweet, "As Jeremy's agent, I can confirm that he is on the Labour leadership ballot paper with 35 nominations. Thank you everyone." The contest will involve a series of public and televised hustings over the coming weeks, with the winner announced before the party conference in September. Mr. Corbyn told BBC Two's Daily Politics he fully acknowledged that some of the nominations came from colleagues who did not support his candidacy, but who wanted to ensure a full debate. "I will take part in that debate and hope that at the end of it the Labour Party emerges stronger and more resolute in opposing the principles behind austerity and impoverishment of the poorest in Britain," he said. The election was sparked by Ed Miliband's resignation in the wake of the party's electoral defeat in May. Mr. Burnham topped the list with 68 nominations, followed by Ms. Cooper on 59, Ms. Kendall on 41 and Mr. Corbyn ended up with 36. This leaves 28 Labour MPs who did not nominate anybody. Mr. Corbyn's appearance on the ballot paper was criticised by Labour MP John Mann, who tweeted, "So to demonstrate our desire never to win again, Islington's Jeremy Corbyn is now a Labour leadership candidate." But it was welcomed by other Labour figures who said it would ensure a wider range of candidates. Former Shadow Cabinet Minister Sadiq Khan, who is running for the London mayor, said he would nominate Mr. Corbyn, without voting for him in the ballot, to ensure the widest possible debate. Labour MP and London mayor hopeful Diane Abbott, who stood for the leadership in 2010, told the BBC the way the party elects its leaders must change, claiming the 35 MP threshold artificially narrows the choice. "And it doesn't just lock out the left, it locks out newer candidates and younger candidates," Ms. Abbott said. BBC assistant political editor Norman Smith said there was some unease among MPs, both that the party had rushed into a contest and about the calibre of the lineup. "Too cumbersome." Former Labour Minister Frank Field has written to Labour Party Chairman John Cryer to request a rule change to make it easier for the party to get rid of a failing leader. Mr. Field told the Mail on Sunday, "We cannot hide from the fact that we made catastrophic errors in the choice of our two most recent leaders, Gordon Brown and Ed Miliband. Having chosen them, it was then impossible to change them when we were hurtling towards election defeat." He said the Conservative Party would not have hesitated for a moment to ditch their leader if they had been in the same predicament. Under his proposal, a vote of confidence in the leader would be called if it had the support of 30 anonymous Labour MPs. A vote on his proposed changes is expected next week. Margaret Hodge, who backs a change in the rules, said that now was the right time to do it, before a new leader was elected. "Our rules are just too cumbersome, unlike the Conservative parties," she told BBC Two's Daily Politics programme, adding that the aim was to mimic the Tories in this area. Put to her that it suggested a lack of confidence in the current candidates, Ms. Hodge disagreed, saying, "This is entirely about putting in place a mechanism that we can use, because of our experience in the past, without actually passing judgment on any individual." Mr. Burnham and Ms. Cooper both made speeches on Monday setting their pitch. Mr. Burnham said he wanted as many people as possible to be involved in the leadership election, saying it had to be a campaign for Labour to reach out to every corner of the country and win again. The Shadow Health Secretary also said Labour would need to look again at the tuition fee system. Ms. Cooper, Shadow Home Secretary, set out her background as a comprehensive girl whose first job was picking fruit on a farm before going on to secure a place at Oxford University. She said the UK should invest 3% of GDP on science, technology, and innovation. Mary Cray, Labour's Shadow Environment Secretary, who had fewer nominations than any of the other candidates, pulled out of the leadership race on Friday. The winner will be decided by a vote of Labour Party representatives, members, and affiliates, to be conducted on a one-member, one-vote basis. The result will be announced at a special conference on September 12. A vacancy has also arisen for the deputy leadership, after Harriet Harman announced she would be stepping down once the posts were filled. Nominations for that election close on Wednesday, with 7 candidates in the race.